Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Heather here with Treasured Hometown. Normally I like to always just update everything with patterns and whatnot, but since I've been pushing more and more getting back to working and doing in markets and everything instead of just strictly only online and writing pattern sales. So I thought I'd give you a little brief update, a little bit going over, because I like to stay market ready for everything for whenever I have a show that comes up. So I wanted to go over with you what different products I have made throughout the week. So for those, just to get started, one thing for me that is always a really good seller is the little plushie Crochet Ducks. I do have this video up and loaded onto, I've just changed them up, which is just to being a blanket yarn. I usually like the Bernat blanket. And I changed it up with a 8mm crochet hook and 14mm safety eyes. So these are actually a really big seller for me at craft shows. And believe it or not, the crazier the colors, the more everyone seems to like them. All right, another thing, I have not posted the video tutorial on these yet, but these are, I just took them to my last show, sold about, I believe it was 23 of these. Very simple, easy. I've actually been sewing on the eyes and mouth onto these also. And once again, I usually try to do a variety of a whole bunch of different colors. Like these are just the ones I have made in the last week. And yes, I do keep in stock also, just like your traditional, like a whites, brown, speckles. I do keep those in stock also for at the shows, but also it seems, at least for me, the more different and variations of the colors and everything, they seem to sell more than, more so a traditional neutral color. So I've gone ahead and made a whole bunch of those. Another I've done, I showed everyone how to do the little keychain octopi. So I actually, once again, I used a number 6 weight. Usually I use the Bernat blanket yarn. I don't recommend ordering it online though, because I have found from one lot number to another, the softness of the material. So I tend to get really picky by going into the store and feeling each lot for how soft I want them, because not many people want them if they're not super soft. But yes, I showed everyone how to make these, but into key rings. So simply, you don't leave the extra long tail, you weave it in as you go along. And what I have found, like other makers, they'll make the octopi, but they make their tentacles so short. It kind of reminds me of like my design for my ghosts. They're very simple, small nubs. Actually, they seem to prefer the wavy, longer tentacles. These ones, my last show, I only sold, I think, like 15 of these at the last show, but normally they are a quick, easy, big seller. But like I said, my last show, I didn't get as many of these ones sold. And then, here, I'll show you. I made a whole bunch of the octopi because I sold usually the keychains for me are usually a very quick, easy seller. I only sell them for $5. I usually have a giant bin full of them. Usually I'll take around in the ballpark of between 60 and 90 of them with me to a show, and they're super quick, easy sellers. So yes, I tend to, a lot of times, like I'll just get new skeins of yarn and just start going crazy making them. So yeah, like I had one guy, he came in, it was older gentleman, he had to have this camouflage color one. So I'm really big on the multiple and different colors provided for them. And then, like at my last show, I ended up, usually I barely even put them out at a show, my little evil eyes. But I thought, whatever I have them, I just set them out. I usually have them inside of a box with all my little ghosts. some candy corns, and some Frankenstein's monsters. Throw them all inside of this tub and, it's not really the season for that. But believe it or not, I ended up selling out of them. So kind of leads to more the idea of just take what you got and throw it out. I always like to keep a variety of different things. You want your higher priced items and your lower priced items also, and keep everything out. A lot of times the bigger items, they are kind of attract someone in, is what I've been finding. And then also I went, because I had a whole bunch of these in stock, they're just so, for me, coming up on the season whenever they start to sell a lot better. But the little flowers, and I usually make them in batches. Like I'll start and I'll make the yellow piece, and I'll probably make, 20, 30 of them, then make the backing, and then just randomly picking colors based out of my bins, what I have in stock, and just make a whole bunch of them. And I always make at least 2, so I can do 1 lanyard and 1 key ring onto all of them, just to try and keep a nice large stock. And these, I haven't been super pushy busy over the last week, but I did make quite a few of those. And then the little teddy bears, another super easy. I can make these between usually about 5 of them every hour. So it's a very nice, super easy sell for at craft shows. They are very fun. I do like them. I haven't gotten a full-blown trend because I have more so a huge variety and different from browns, so traditional bear colors that you'd find in nature, to different crazy colors. So they've been, my first shows, they were more so everyone wanted like natural colors, and now it's just being kind of a vague all over the place of what colors are really going. This is just me. I'm trying to give you a heads up. And then I spent a little bit of time experimenting with some different designs. Attempted to make little footballs, little Keychain footballs. Not sure how much I really like this design, so I'm not sure if I'm going to actually do a tutorial on how to create these. But then I also, as another little variable, the little chickens, I made a couple of little keychain chickens to put out onto the tables. I don't know how well the keychains will go, but we'll have to find out at my next show, see how well they do. But this is just a rough idea of the things I have made throughout the last week. And then the reason I haven't been crocheting as much, I got into, like, I put up videos and whatnot of more so using a punch needle to create rugs. Well, I went out and I got a tufting gun to try and make larger pieces that were not so time consuming. And I ended up creating this giant rug. So it took quite a bit of time, but for a first piece, using the gun, I'm actually very proud of it. It's going to stay my personal one though. And in the video description box, I will go ahead and link the videos for the items that I have made throughout this week, just for any reference if you want them, or maybe I'll put a little tag somewhere in here that you can just click on to take you directly to those videos. And you can give those a check out, see if you're interested, want to see about making those, add them to your collections also. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful day. And be sure to go ahead and hit that little like button if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.